New information about many more questions about the Orange County oil spill.
That's right. We have in-depth coverage on the possible cause and the timeline on who knew about the spill and what they did or did not do about it. We begin tonight with KCAL 9's Sara Donchey live in San Pedro with the latest on the investigation. Sarah.
Well, Susie, good evening to you. First of all, there has been this massive backlog of ships waiting to get into the port right here where we're standing. That backlog stretches for miles, and tonight there are some serious questions about whether that situation may have played a role in this massive oil spill. Tonight, new details are emerging about what may have caused the biggest oil spill off the coast of Orange County in decades. The Coast Guard weighed in Tuesday saying Amplify Energy's pipeline had been dragged along the ocean floor, and divers found even more.
What they further located was a 13-inch split in that pipe, on the side of the pipe. That is a likely source of release of oil. The working theory now, a nearby ship's anchor may have struck the pipeline. The company's CEO insisted they were working to fix things.
This is a terrible tragedy, and we're, extremely sorry this happened. Obviously, the cause of this will still need to be investigated, but regardless of the cause, we're going to do everything we can to make things right for all of those impacted areas and individuals as quickly as we can.
The pipeline runs 18 miles from the company's offshore drilling platforms to a pump station in Long Beach. The Coast Guard says divers discovered a mile-long section was apparently dragged more than 100 feet along the ocean floor, and a 13-inch gash opened up. Environmental watchdogs are also raising alarms about a possible anchor strike.
Well, I was immediately concerned that there was a possibility that a vessel had dropped anchor or dragged anchor, and that had damaged the pipeline.
This image was created by environmental group Sky Truth, which uses government databases and satellite imagery to track spills. The white dots are all ships near the pipeline. Each can be identified and tracked.
We could clearly see what looked like an oil slick right along the eastern edge of the image, near the pipeline, and also very close to where all these ships are anchored.
There are too many ships, so they're anchoring in places that are not designated.
John Conrad is a former captain of large ships and points to the unprecedented backup of cargo vessels as a potential problem.
Did he have the right charts? Did this vessel traffic service advise him? Was this an old pipeline that maybe wasn't properly charted? These are the questions we have to ask.
Conrad says the Coast Guard sets guidelines about where ships can safely anchor and says it is possible that a commercial vessel's crew may not have realized they struck and dragged a pipeline. Well, the Department of Transportation and the Coast Guard are still continuing their investigation into what happened, of course. Now, maritime experts say if they do believe it was an anchor strike, they would potentially interview the crew members of the vessel involved. Live in San Pedro, I'm Sara Donchey, KCAL 9 News.
All right.